Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Refuge Tea here with my granny's closet, back with another video for you guys. How is everybody doing? How is your Wednesday going? What are you working on? What are you getting into today? What book are you reading? What movie are you watching? What is in your cup? I'm just kidding. Cup being the operative word, because today's video is going to be about my mason jars. Are you excited? I am going to show you how I package my mason jars, what goes in them, and all the fun stuff. But before we get into that, let's get into some admin stuff. If you don't know, now you know. You can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook, all underneath my Granny's Closet 3G. You guys, my Facebook page is where I sell everything that I sell at my farmer's market. So if you're interested or curious as to see what I sell there, you can go to my Facebook page and you can browse the pictures and everything there. Also, I have a group page. It was so funny because Rose was mentioning my group page. She was like, I can't do that right now. I just don't have the time. Yes, I completely understand that, because sometimes I forget that I have a group page and I forget to post on a daily basis. So please, you guys, forgive me. But if you're interested, my group page is where you can congregate and you can go talk amongst yourselves, and you can talk about all the difficulties or the beautiful things that you're crocheting at the moment. And if you need help, you can reach out to somebody and somebody will help you out there. It is under my Granny's Closet 3Gs. There's no spacing. You just add the S at the end and you'll find us there. If you are new here, returning subscriber, thank you for joining me today. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Have no idea. The love and outpouring of support that you guys have shown me these last couple of weeks has totally made up for my mood that I have been in, because haven't been selling well in my market. But on my Wednesdays lives, you guys have no idea. I am selling. You guys just, man, oh man, just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have been getting messages the last week or two from my Instagram and my Facebook page, asking me, you know, hey, or here, comments down below. I'm stumbling over my words right now because I'm just so thankful and grateful for just the, you know, you guys purchasing my notions pouches and my project bags. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys just, you know, purchasing those from me, making me feel like, oh my gosh, you know, it is an item worth buying. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
T-shirt of the day.
Got Mr. Flash, Mr. Grant Gustin, Mr. Barry Allen. Dude. You know, if Grant Gustin ever just so happens to see my page or my YouTube channel, hi, how are you doing? I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. I'm on the hunt for Flash socks, the socks that I wanted to get from Amazon. I had them too long in my basket. They just flew out. So I'm waiting for them to get restocked. And I'm going to be getting Flash sweatpants. You guys, I told you, I'm a Flash fan. All right, enough of the Flash. Let's get into some amazing mason jars. The first mason jars that I ever did make was my coffee and tea one. My coffee one hasn't changed at all. However, the way that I display it inside the jar has changed, because the straw used to sit on top of the creamers because I couldn't get it in there. Couldn't figure out how. It was a really dumb, okay, it just totally went over my head that I could have just been like, oh, this way. Oh, that worked better. So I had a couple of customers, adult or child, I don't know, but I can't see how child can reach up that high and smush down the straw. And it busted open several of my creamers at the bottom, which is in there. And then, okay, by the way, I'm going to apologize right now for the crinkling. I don't like crinkling. I know there is a certain somebody, one of my other YouTube friends, that doesn't like the crinkling as well. We were just talking about this, actually. I was like, so sorry, so sorry. There was crinkling, and there's going to be crinkle for about maybe 2 minutes as I show you guys what the jars look like and what is inside of them. And then we'll get into how to assemble them. So there is an instant coffee in there, and then we have the wooden spoon on the back. Here you have 2 cup cozies. They do fit around here. I've tested them out, and just to be sure that they do fit, I have used a larger hook size in the pattern. By the way, this pattern for the cup cozies is linked down below. It is a paid-for pattern that I got on Etsy. I just liked the look of them. I saw them on Pinterest, followed the link, figured out who the person was, went on Etsy, and purchased it like that. Hopefully it's still on there because it's been a while. It's been a couple of years. So I'm going to link it down below if it's still available, and you guys can purchase it there. By the way, all of the mason jars have bamboo lids. So they all have this cool bamboo lid, and they all have a wide boba metal straw. I don't skimp on the things that I put in my mason jars. I like high quality items for all of my customers, and I like to let them know that the money that they're purchasing it for is totally worth the cost. So that was my coffee one. Actually, the coffee one didn't come in this mason jar. This is the mason jar that it comes in now. This was the mason jar that it came in before. It wasn't selling very well. You guys, it didn't sell well. And I think it was because, like I said, you guys, presentation is the key to everything. So I changed it up. I dumped this one. I only had 2 left of those. And I purchased these ones. I like it. It looks more like a travel coffee cup, but in glass form. And it has the ball mason jar on there. I get all of my mason jars with the bamboo lids and the metal straws on Amazon, and I will link those down below. Next up is my teacups. Now, originally, I had them in this teacup, and I had 2 different kinds of teas in it. I had a hot tea, and I had a sun tea. I also had this stirrer here, and I put it in there, and then I had this on there, this honey stick, and then I had a wooden spoon, and I put it in there, and then I put this on top of it, just so you guys can see, you know, hey. But when I wrapped it up in the bag, it would scrunch up. People were just like, pass, pass, pass. It doesn't look good. It was my first time making one of these. It didn't look too great. So what I did was I 86'd these. These were from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.29 or $25. I'm going to say what Z says. I got it from the $1.25 store because it's no longer the Dollar Tree. So the $1.25 store, I still have all 6 of these. I still have all 6 of these. I mean, I can go back over there and I can trade them in for something else because that's what the Dollar Tree does. You have something, you still have the sticker on it. They still sell it. You can still go in and you can trade it for something different. I had an idea. I originally got these ones that had the handle, this mason jar that had the handle. They came. It looked kind of silly. I didn't like it. It was more for like, I don't know, like a pub style, and I didn't like that. So I returned those and I got these ones. This is a 16-ounce mason jar. It came with a bamboo lid and, again, the metal straw. However, these didn't fit inside of it. I only purchased a set of 6. I had 2 left. I was on the hunt for more of these. These didn't fit inside, so it would hug the back. It still had everything inside of it. It had the tea bag. It had the honey stick and the honeycomb stir and the wooden straw. But it's still, again, it was floating around in there. It didn't work out for me. And I needed more mason jars. So what I did was I was on the hunt. I almost went to, let's see, Walmart, because Walmart sells the larger mason jars. But they sell them for like $25 for a pack of 12. I went to the Dollar General one time. I wanted to go back because I wanted some hot Cheetos, you guys. I am a hot Cheeto fiend. Oh my gosh. I ate a whole bag yesterday. So I'm a hot Cheeto fiend. I love hot Cheetos. I eat about a bag a week, and I try not to because I don't want to get tired of them. But lately, for some reason, I have been on a hot Cheeto and Reese's Pieces. Not peanut butter cups, but the Reese's Pieces kick. So, and a green tea kick as well. Okay, let's not go on a tangent, Refuge. Focus. So I walked into Dollar General, and right in front of me, I saw a case of mason jars. And not just any case of mason jars, 24-ounce mason jars, which is the ones that I wanted. It was a pack of 12, and I asked them how much it was because there was no price on it. It was $12. I was like, sold, mine, give it to me, claim. So I purchased it, and it came just in time too, because the weekend of Mother's Day, I have a favorite mason jar in the house. It's my only mason jar in the house. My nephew actually got me into it. Actually, no, I don't. I take that back. I think I got him into mason jars because, well, one of my nephews, I have several, because I am a mason jar freak. I love mason jars. I have the small, little, big. You guys know this, okay? I love mason jars, blah, 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 right? So that's my let's move on sound. I use it a lot. I just haven't used it on here because it makes me look kind of crazy. So, loca. So, let's focus. Let's focus. I have a lot of adrenaline coursing through my body right now. I hit the punching bag this morning, which I probably shouldn't have done because I had a lot of energy pent up and, let's see, adrenaline running through my body because I've been sitting down for so long lately, and I ran into a snag this morning that was not cool. So I needed to expel some energy, and I still have a little bit. So I'm probably going to go walk Rocky after this. But anyways, let's stop getting off focus here. So my husband, I came home from the market that Mother's Day weekend, and he was just like, I broke a jar. I was like, what jar? He was like, your favorite one. I was like, no, I died. And then I was like, it's okay. I still had 2 of the small 16 ounces. Now that one was a 32 ounce. It was pretty big. Okay. Actually, it was a 24 ounce. No, it was 24 ounce. It was pretty big. It was bigger than this. So I was like, I'm going to be using this one from now on. And this one I'm going to be using for the market. This fits everything inside of it. And I changed it up. Took everything out, revamped, redid it. So this is it now. So we have a coasters, a 4-pack of coasters. We have the honey bear that I get from the honey guy. There's several honey guys there, but he is the only one. It's called Local Honey. Local Honey, Bobcat Properties Farm. And the business card is in here. And you have the wooden spoon, plus you have your sun tea. So this is made for, you drop your tea in there, you put regular water in there, you put it in the way of the sun. It turns, and you add your honey, you add your sugar, you add whatever you're going to add in there, and you stir it, put your ice in it, and there you go. That's how that works. So, I love this because I love the honey bear. Oh, my favorite. So I wanted to make another kind of mason jar, and I chose to do, my friend actually came up with this idea. My sister's best friend came up with this idea. I had bought these can style glass mason jars. Now they're not a mason jar, they're just a glass jar. But I only had 6 of them. I have 2 left. But I've had them since the beginning of the year, and it's almost 6 months now. So that is slow moving for a product for me. And that's the time where I'm just like, I want to remove it. However, I am in the process. Everybody seems, as soon as I changed everything to a mason jar, everybody seems to be raving over the mason jar style. So I found a different style mason jar for this one. But I don't think the Megoñada, which is what it's called, and I'm sorry for those that don't speak Spanish, that is what it's called. I don't know what it's called in English. It's just a Mexican spicy drink that we have here in the States. I don't know if you guys have it out there, but it's just a little treat drink. So you have the chamoy cups down here. It comes with 1 cup cozy. It has a tajin and a tamarindo stick. Now what you do with it is that you take the chamoy cup and you coat the bottom and the edges going up into the inside of the cup. Then you sprinkle the tajin. What the chamoy is just this little sweet kind of candy glaze. And then the tajin is a chili powder, but it's got salt and lime on it. So if you guys have ever seen the pictures of the ice cream drinks with the red and the orange swirling in it, that is that. I will show you what it looks like. This is what mangoñada looks like, okay? Then the tamarindo stick is just tamarind paste. I'm sorry. Tamarind paste on a stick dipped in chili powder. It's all sweet, all sour, all spicy, all good. Just goodness. So I did this. I think during the summertime, it's going to pick up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a different style mason jar for this because it's not doing very well in this particular cup. People are looking at the cup and then they're choosing this over that. So I think it's the cup. So we're going to try changing up the cup, but I'm going to show you how I assemble that one. All right, next up and latest, this one is so popular. So I was looking for new mason jars. I was purchasing these ones again because they were selling really, really well. And these ones, again, popped up, but they have the word ball on them this time. So these ones have the word ball on them. Okay. And then they have the measuring on the back like all the other ones do. So I decided, because you know how when you're purchasing stuff from Amazon, you scroll down and it says you can buy a bundle of this and it all works together. So they show this, they show something else, and then they show something else. Like the packaging you can use to put it in. So they show usually like 2 or 3 items that you could purchase with your item that you're about to purchase. So they got me. They showed me boba. So I purchased this boba kit from Amazon. Okay. It is Taiwan boba milk tea. And it came with 10 different types of boba. There's still some in here because I'm not done packaging them. I only put out 6. And I've sold several. So I actually need to buy more of them. And then, oh, I'm so sad. One of these coffee mason jars broke. I still have more, so I don't need to purchase any more anytime soon. So what goes in the boba is you have the boba, caramel boba in there, and then you have the powder milk tea in the back. Then you have 2 cup cozies back here. Plus, there's a wooden spoon. So that goes inside the boba. Now, let's get into assembling the drinks.
Let's remove these from the table.
So the stuff that I'm going to be doing right now is going to be the mangoñada. All right, the mangoñada jar. So I won't package them. I'll just show you what I put inside of them. So I start off with my cup cozy. I put it in the back, and I use the straw as well to help like form it against here. Whoops. Then I add the chamoy. I put 2 of them in there because you need one for the coating and then one for the top and the middle. Then I add the straw. And what I do is I put the straw way in the back because I've had too many instances where people have, you know, pushed down the straw and punctured the stuff on the inside. Then we add the tajin. You get your tamarindo stick and you put it on the side here. And you just slide that down. Then you get your lid. You let it hang to the side like a little sombrero or a little hat, cowboy hat. And I have these bags right here. I have these bags. They're super long, but it works. So I slide it down inside the bag very, very carefully. Like a little sleeve, okay? Let me turn this over. You guys can see what I'm doing. I take twine. I buy this twine from Hobby Lobby. You can get it anywhere, any craft store. Now, how I tie this is key, you guys, okay? I wind it not once, but I wind it twice, and then I pull. Then I tie the bow. And instead of going over this way, I go over this way and under so that the twine leftover strings right here, the little arms, stay facing down and the bow stays up. Then I get my trusty scissors and I cut just above the straw. Ta-da! that is how I package the mango añada. Next up is the coffee cup. Now, these ones are a little bit more difficult to do only because I have so much stuff that I shove in the coffee cup. I have 2 cup cozies. It can be any color you want to choose. I generally try to get corresponding ones. So I choose a multicolored one or variegated yarn, and then I choose a complementary solid color one for it. So this one, you put the white one in first, okay? And you always want to make sure that the word ball is facing out. All right, so we have the first one in there. Get your creamers, put that down in there, make sure it's in there. You get your second creamer. That one will go right on the top, okay? Then you get your straw. Always do the straw right when you get those in there, okay? Then you get your secondary cozy, and you put that one in there on top, but low enough to where the lid can still pop on. And you see that secondary cozy kind of rests on top of the creamers. Okay, then you get your wooden spoon. You put it on the side here. So then you get your instant coffee. You put that on the top, and you want to display it so everybody can see it. You get your bamboo lid, put it over. Boom. Done, done, done. Then you get your packaging. Funny, I said I wasn't going to package them, but I'm doing it. Double knot first. There you go. Do your bow. Ta-da! There is your instant cold coffee brew in a mason jar. Okay, next up, my teacups. These ones took me a long way to get to this one. Sorry, my hoops are not happy with me today. These are my renewed, refurbished, vintage doily coasters. I saw them on Pinterest. I tried to find the pattern, and it linked me to a YouTube video. However, when I made it, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So I tried, retried, ripped, frog, did all the things. Eventually, I decided to do my own beginning and rotation of the pattern. So this is my version of it. Maybe one day I will show you guys how I did this. The pattern that I got this from, or the idea, I guess, or the outline of it, will be linked down below as well. All right. So what I do is, I'm a strong woman, so I curve it in. I bend it like a frying pan. I curve it, and then I just kind of shove it in there. And then there it goes. It is inside. So again, you get your straw, and you smush it and form it. You always want the label to look outward. Now, I leave my straw in there at this point. I get my business card for my honey. I get my sun tea. Drop that bad boy in there. Okay. Then I get my cute little honey bear. Aren't these adorable? This was it. This was so perfect. It was so perfect. So I use my straw again to gather everything. Drop the honey bear. Put the straw in back of the tea display. You get your wooden spoon. You put that in the back as well. Leave it at an angle. You see that? You leave it at an angle. Then fold over your plastic on the top of your straw. Add your lid. These ones are different packaging because they're wider. I needed a wider bag for my tea ones because they're wider. How many times can I say that? All right. So now the twine. These ones are louder too, so I apologize. And more stiffer, so you have to work for that. When you double knot that, before you pull it in, it keeps it tight. So you're not struggling to have to hold it tight, hold it down tightly, and then having to make the bow. So by triple knotting it or double knotting it, you get that security before you put it down. All right, so there is my Mason tea jars. All right, next up, we have my boba, the famous boba, you guys. So just like the coffee, we do 2 cup cozies. We put one in first, okay? You use the straw to flatten it down. Make sure the word ball is facing forward. All right. Now, here's the tricky part, because these tend to bunch up. So you want to lay your mason jar down flat. You want to get this to lay flat. Then you put your boba on top of it. So then you kind of slide it in there. You don't stand it up just yet because you need to get your secondary cup cozy in there. And your secondary cup cozy, you want to flip it really fast. It's funny. And then your secondary cup cozy goes in the back of your OG one, okay? Of the one that you put in first. It's a lot of crinkling. Sorry. But that's how it works, you guys. So that way they can still see the back and the front. All right, now you stand it up. You get your spoon. You want to put it down from one corner. So you want to put the spoon down right in this corner and then angle it to this side, because when you put the lid on, you want it to be flush, flat. Then you get your straw and you put it right in back of your spoon, making sure your spoon still stays stable. Then your lid. You get your lid, and voila. There is your boba milk tea cozy mason jar. Here we have our handy dandy bag. Our twine. And our little bowl. So there you have it, guys. I feel like an infomercial. You have 4 really cool mason jar cells and makes and sells. So if you guys want to try your hand at it and sell these at your market, amazing. Go ahead. They're so fun to make. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. And it'll let you know when I drop another video. You guys, I am having an allergy attack right now. My nose is starting to itch really bad. My throat is starting to get really scratchy. And my eyes are watering. I'm blinking so much. They're burning. I gotta go take some allergy meds. So you guys have a blessed rest of your Wednesday, a blessed rest of your week. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
I forgot what I was doing. So the first stop is we're gonna do the tea. Try not to sneeze. Next up we have. We'll do coffee. Next up we'll do. Should I do coffee first? We'll do coffee first. And then we'll come back. Alright, come on. You don't have allergies. You're not gonna sneeze. You're not gonna. Are you tired? Listless? Do you pop out of parties? Well, the answer to your problem is in this biddle-loddle. You don't have the energy for this, you guys. My allergies are ridiculous. I cannot stand eyes are burning. I'm blinking like ridiculous. I'm almost done. You got this. You're almost done. My eyelashes are getting stuck together. Come on, brother. Do it for the people.
Sensational double thrill stock car spectacular at 7:30 at Norwood.
You know what? I'm just gonna go make some green tea for myself. Oh shoot! Ow! That's twice now. Maybe I should have done this. I was like, sold mine. Oh, working. Yeah, I tried. Oh my gosh.